Alrighty. One screen says we're live. The other screen, I'm just waiting for it to catch up. There we
Right.
go. Yay, we live. We're live. We're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Donnellsstitchery here. And I got my girl, as always, Michelle, with me today. And we got Melissa in the chat, as well as Vintage Style by Joe and Joy Lita. So stopping by for a bit as I enjoy my coffee on the patio with Roscoe walking around the yard. He's having a good day today. That is amazing. Then we got Miss Annette, Fabric Magician. And sitting in the patio with my coffee as well, watching the sunrise. Ooh, I love watching the sunrises. And we got Andrea. And Jordy says, unfortunately, the sun rises on the front of my house. So I get all the hotness in the afternoon in the backyard. Ew, sorry, girl. And we got Mary G and Mixie and Mariel and June and Auntie Patricia says, good morning, my pretty girls. And Vintage Joe. Everybody's starting to pop up in here. So hello, Miss Lily. Good morning to you. So, how is everybody doing today?
I'll tell you what, it's nice to have two of these type rulers, one with black numbers and one with pink numbers, because you can see sometimes with one and sometimes with the other.
Yeah, that's one reason why I mean, granted, yes, I do use this almost every single time, and it's only got black numbers, but it's highlighted in green. All the markings have green surrounding them, like a neon green. So that is definitely nice. Doesn't look okay. Everybody saying hi. Alrighty, so today we are going to be starting on, yes, I know I have my chain link behind me still. I did up another block yesterday. So I got 2 more for this row and then 3 for the last one. And then I'll be ready to start quilting this on my Wednesday streams. Okay, Jordy is asking if there is any updates on Harper. Yes, she has. So turns out they believe that after doing a bunch of tests, and all, that they found that she at some point when she had the bypass or LVAD or whatnot before, when she was in hospital, she had a stroke, and which has less effects where now she will be occasionally experiencing seizures, which is what she had. So they have put her on seizure medication, got her good and stable, and sent her on back home. So hopefully everything works out good. Just keep your prayers going to her and everything, to her and her family. She is home. She is doing well. She's on seizure medications now. So hopefully everything continues working beautifully. And that our poor little heart warrior princess gets to have some peace finally. Because no child, especially a child that age, needs to be going through all this nonsense. But she is definitely a true fighter. Just keep your prayers going for her and the family, please. But Donna has taken Friday, which was yesterday, and tomorrow morning off of doing live streams to enjoy the family.
As it should be.
Yes. So Andrea says, I am sewing, so will not be chatting much. I'll be working on this pattern, but I had to finish what I'm doing first. Girl, no worries at all. You do you. I'm just glad that you're here. Good morning, Miss Linda, our still lady. Says, good morning, all. Just got back from farmer's market and enjoying my coffee and fresh apanada. Ooh, yum, yum. Mary G says, still trying to wake up. Fireworks in the neighborhood went until 2 a.m. Yeah, ours ended here, I think, about midnight, when they, like midnight, 1 o'clock, when they officially ended. around here, but the worst part of it was like about like 11, I think it was, when I sent out the message to you, Michelle, saying that, okay, babies are finally sleeping. I'm going to bed now.
I was already in the bed asleep. I went and I crashed. I didn't hear fireworks. I didn't hear nothing.
Ooh, Mario says, I am spoiled. I have all the pink to teal color rulers from More Me No. I'm going to have to check them out. Writing that down. More Me No. And good morning, Joyce JK. And Giovanna, good morning to you. Miss Diana and Anita. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 11:30. Okay, that's what I thought, Melissa. I knew somebody, I just couldn't remember who it was. I was too exhausted at that point. I thought about doing a pop-up live stream yesterday, and then we had a rough night with Luna because, hey, John, how you doing, honey? We had a rough night with Luna Bell, but she's okay now. She had gotten sick, and then she was having like what we thought at first was some breathing issues, but it turned out to be like spasms a lot in her belly. So we decided, okay, we're just gonna take it easy and all that good stuff. So I forgot to set up my camera like I normally do whenever I have a guest on through OBS, where I could do multiple cameras. So I'm gonna be swapping back and forth between cameras. But this here is a pattern I'm doing today, and it's totally free, John. Just saying.
And if it's free, it's for me.
Yes. So this is the pattern we're doing today. It's a Robert Kaufman. Absolutely gorgeous star type. It's like, it reminds me of stars or flower blooms. Ignore the coloring, and the little stripe over here. My printer is on some funky stuff.
Joydy, can you put in a pound or exclamation point pattern? And that'll pop up the link for it. So anybody that doesn't have it can get it.
Let's see. Does anyone live in Dayton, Ohio? I think Mona and Jean both are relatively close. Maybe even Deb. I don't know for sure about Deb. I can't remember where Deb's at. I don't think Deb's in Ohio, though. But I think Mona and Jean both are in Ohio. I don't know who else is. We have fireworks. The doors down from my house. We have fireworks. The doors down from my house started at 8. My young dog was shaking. They would not eat or potty. I went out, thought they stopped at 10:30, then a large one went up. Aw. Yes, John. See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. He says free means we can spend more money on fabric. Yeah.
Bingo.
See, I got my priorities all straight.
Or you can be like me and be friends with managers. When Joanne was there, and on the very last day, they're like, hey, we're going to give you, because you're you, we're going to charge you for so many fat quarters, but we're going to give you the rest for free.
Okay, so with this being free, that means I can discuss the sizes. So this is going to wind up being according to this pattern, mine never seems to ever come out correctly, but according to the pattern, it says it will come out to be what is it? So that a 10.5-inch square. I don't know if that's unfinished or finished. We'll see. But either way, it says the resulting block should measure a 10.5-inch square. And so I'm only doing this as baby size because the pattern has it listed as a 62 by 72, which is great for a twin or a lap. But I am only doing a baby, so I'm doing a 4 squares over and 4 squares down. So it's 16 inches. I mean, 16 blocks. see. When the large one went up, it was so big and loud, it triggered my PTSD and migraines. I'm so sorry, Mitzi. John, I like the way you're thinking. Fireworks at 12. I think Deb lives in Iowa. Yes, she does. Thank you, Joydy. It was 3 doors down from my house. Very large, a long display. John, when you run out of space in your houses, I will hold the rest of your stash for you. Me too, Joydy. Me too. I'll keep it nice and safe.
I'll buy more tubs to hold it in.
Oh, goodness gracious. 23 girls are still missing. Many homes lost. Please remember the ones affected. Yes. Oh, wow. We have major flash flooding near us. There is a young camp where it flooded and 400 kids were camping along with adult leaders. The flooding came in the night and they have recovered many deceased. Oh, no. That is so sad, Andrea. Hey, Brian, how you doing, sweetheart? Long time no see. So this right here is the block that we will be making. And today we're just gonna be Andrea and I mean not Andrea. I seen Andrea's name and said Andrea. Michelle and I we're just gonna be pressing and talking and cutting our fabric. This right here is a way that I have laid it out because it does not try and give you like a labeling system. Let me change my camera to over here. So this right here is the way that I have labeled mine. As soon as I can get this in camera just perfectly for you guys. Do, 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 do. I'll get you there in just a second, guys. Maybe. Okay, even with that end. So scooting. There we go. Okay, so here is the way that I have labeled mine. My A's is going to be my background. Now I have cut up some fat quarters already of the 2.5-inch squares, which would be like these here. So I've cut up my C's and my B's so far, which is print fabric. So my B's and my C's are going to be print fabrics. My D's are going to be solids. And then my A's are going to be background. So that is how I have it configured, but that is based upon how I am decided that I'm going to do this and lay out my fabrics. Let's see. Jordy goes, don't trust them, John. Send to me only. Oh my gosh. Oh, what did Lily say? What did Lily say? My weirdo cat sat on the windowsill and watched the fireworks all night. He's only afraid of the vacuum. Silly little boy. Yeah, it's crazy. My son actually had nightmares about the flooding last night. So he's seen that thing about the news thingy about the flooding. And then he actually had a nightmare last night that woke him up before I got out of bed. Quasar, control your outburst, please, sir. So he actually, John, had a crazy dream last night, like one of those small, crazy, vivid dreams, where it is like, okay, move the camera back over this way. I'm gonna bring out my fabrics. So I'm gonna put this back down over here for right now, so that whether you guys can actually see this in correlation of where it is I'm gonna be placing my fabrics. So my A fabric, or my C fabric, as you notice on here, I only have one C fabric. And that is because I have these little dinosaur print fabrics. like little space dinosaurs, astronaut dinosaurs. Super cute. So that would be, and it's like various pieces here. So these are 2.5 inches. So I had them cut already. Super cute fabric. These will all be my center pieces of each block. So all I gotta do is go through here and pick out 16 of these. And then my B fabric, I will be mixing between 2 different fabrics. So we have this here that has like all these stars and planets. And then I also have these here. Ignore the numbers on here. These are just the count of how many I actually cut from one fat quarter. Hey, Brenda Chauvin, how you doing? Mitzi, no worries at all. Just do your thing, girlfriend.
Thank you,
These look
Joy.
right? So glad you got us. So these here, I'll probably be doing like 2 stripes and 2 planets for each one. With a dinosaur in the center. Like that. And then my D fabrics will be a solid color. And I'm pulling colors. So I use this here as a reference for my colors for the solids. So I have an orange. I have yellow. I have not cut these or pressed these yet. I have the teal. And I have some dark blue. These would be my D fabrics. And then for my background, we're going to go with like this grayish chalky color. And that's going to be my background fabric. This is going to be a wild, crazy quilt. Something I've never really done before. Yes, perfect colors for a kid, right? I'm like, I wanted something that could be along like a boyish quilt, but at the same time, a girl quilt if she loves dinosaurs and space stuff like I do. But I wanted it to be a quilt that it could be for either or and super gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some of the, or press and cut up some of these pieces so I can start working on some of this. There's like one block will have the yellow, one block will have the teal, one block will have the blue, one block will have the orange as a D fabric. And then that way they all helps bring them all together. And then all the blocks will have this color. What's that got in here? I don't know how that got in there. But all the blocks will have this here as a background.
Is Quasar throwing extra fabric in there for you?
I think so, because he's doing some blue that was not in my fabric line.
Oh, that crazy bird.
I know. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. How did that get there? That's too close to the background. I can't have that. You kooky boy.
My colors are basically going to be a fat quarter bundle from So Yeah that I had gotten a couple years back. That's all like a creamy tan color with, and there's like 5 different prints. And then the last day at Joanne, where they did me right, and I have a bazillion of these fat quarters to use up. So mine's just basically going to be 2 colors.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, mine is all fat quarters. Well, the dinosaur, the space, and the stripe is a fat quarter bundle that I got from Joanne Fabrics. I do not, this was in a bundle and there were 2 other ones with it. I just don't know where those went to. And then these here are fat quarters from, well, not this one here. This one here was yardage that someone sent me. But then these here were all fat quarters from that I got from Dollar Tree. Hey, Brenda and Katie. So I'm going to get these here pressed because then we need to cut some 3-inch. So now I'm going to move the camera back to me, to my beautiful face. Hi. Yes, I'm crazy. It's okay. I came to admit this to myself. See, Quasar is trying to help. Quasar is trying to get to wind up being dinner. That's what Quasar is trying to do. So around here somewhere is a misting bottle, and I don't know where it ran off to. Probably behind my wall. So all of my little wrinkles here are not going to come out, but it's okay. Hey, Vintage Joe, what you doing, girly? That is right, Joyce. We're all a little on the crazy side at times.
And I wouldn't want us any other way.
Oh, heck no. That's what makes it fun. So I'm just going to press a little bit of each color right now. And then we're going to, and then I'll probably start sewing up some HSTs. See about, and laying out one block. Hey, Amanda, how you doing, honey? Anyone in here that has a channel on YouTube where you place content at for people to see, feel free to do exclamation selfie and it will drop your link. So how did you come up with your color scheme, Michelle?
Well, besides the fact that you helped me and I have a bazillion of the green. I decided I needed to use some of that green up.
Right? Especially
So
since that's always a color you always hate working with.
I don't mind working with green. I like green.
Oh, I thought green was the one that you did not like so much.
I like all colors because green
Okay.
is one of my, if you ask me my 4 favorite colors, it's pink, purple, green, and black.
My bad. Somehow or another, I don't know where that came up with then.
I don't know. There's somebody out there that doesn't like green. I know.
And for someone like myself that is not a huge fan of yellow, sure has been using yellow a lot lately.
Yes, you have.
And guys, there will be a video. My next video of um my updates, y'all are in for some treats because I have been a busy bee, have I not, Michelle?
You have, because I cracked, well, technically yesterday, Runs with Quilts, Melissa cracked a whip on both me and her because I got 2 of my 4 aprons done that I have to have for my next mani-pedi.
And I got an entire quilt top done yesterday. Because someone gave me some blocks. Miss Ruth, I think Roberts. Which one is Tootie? Is it Roberts or Nelson?
Lord, I don't remember.
I
I
can't
can't
keep
keep
track.
track.
But whichever one is not Tootie over at the Renegades is the one. I think it's Ruth Roberts that gave me the quilt blocks. She gave them to me like way back by around like right around Christmas time. And she sent me the whole big old box of goodies. Well, those quilt blocks were in there. Well, I just added a bunch of fabric to it to make sashing with cornerstones and put it all together into a quilt yesterday. And oh, it is so pretty. Just wait till y'all see it. It's so pretty and it's gonna be so much fun. Okay, Joydy says she thinks 2D is Ruth Roberts. Okay. That's what I thought too, but I wasn't for sure. I can't keep track. Too many names on here. I can't keep track. And then to kind of match it up with the right nicknames. I had the day off and I got cleaning done on top of all that. I was so impressed with myself, especially since I had like next to no sleep. For some reason, my mystery packages are often in green. Weird. I typically don't gravitate towards greens. I don't know why. It's a beautiful color. It is. It's a beautiful. I love it, as especially like how I did my one
What's the matter, Carmel?
well tutorial and everything and all of the with it as like the dark greens and medium
Yeah.
and light greens as like the grass. What's the matter with one of the babies over there, Michelle?
My husband's in the bathroom taking a shower, and Carmel, the orange cat, is sitting at the bathroom door meowing.
Aw, he wants a shower too.
Okay, I'm not that dadgum brave. I'd like to keep what's left of my body.
Had the hubs do it.
Right?
So I'm not getting anywhere near all the creases out of this, and that's okay because I can use my acorn pen as I'm doing each of the blocks. I'm getting enough of it out where I can be able to cut straight. Yeah. Okay, so now I remember what the yellow is from. It's from one of the yellow is from the one of the pineapple quilts I done. This is scrap fabric that I had a lot of from it and everything that's been sitting in my drawers up here for like forever. Forever and ever and ever.
You like my little trash bin?
Aww. That is super cute.
I ended up with a whole bunch of them from when I first started ordering from Grove. And I thought, heck, one makes a perfect little trash bin.
Right? Ooh, Joydy, I got one of those too from Amazon for the babies. Air quality here has been so poor lately. I've not had the chance to try and take them out and let them enjoy it yet. I'm bummed out about that. So I'm hoping they get to enjoy it. I'm hoping maybe next weekend. I was hoping to this weekend, but the air quality is so poor right now that I just don't want them out there in it. It's not good for them.
It's not good for you either.
No. Or my husband that has COPD.
Really, Soot, was it necessary to move the entire bird cage when you jumped off it?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Come on, Mom.
And he's not usually the one to get on top of the bird cage. Usually it's Carmel.
Let's see. I just take it or leave it. I'm starting to like some of it. Some greens are okay. Kelly green is never okay. Several other greens are in nasty. See, there are some greens I like. Like one of my favorite greens lately is actually like an olive.
The one green I was never a big fan of was Florida Power Green. And anybody that lives in Florida and has had Florida Power for their power company, you know what I'm talking about.
Honestly, I ain't got a clue. I love Andrea's way of thinking. She goes, I love green. It's the color of money. Let's see. Melissa says, Jordy, I have a kiddie pool for mine as well. Jordy says, Michelle, that looks like it would hang perfectly over the end of an ironing board.
What?
Your bucket.
It might. I never tried it. It gets full, I empty it, throw it back up on the table.
Let's see. Thought I seen something with Luna's name. There it is. Luna was just in it. Oh, okay. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Anybody have ideas on how to get my Luna Bell to not be so petrified at bath time? I bought one of those lickable things that you can turn that like silicone lickable things that you suction cup to the tub or the wall. And I tried it with some with like some wet food on it. Yeah, he's going crazy if you have not heard. So I'm sure what is the reason why you peeked your head in. Okay, so here is all my colors. Bold, bright, and beautiful, and then the tone down as my background. And now time for cutting. Now it's time to go cut, 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 cut. And these are all getting cut into, but these here, let's see. We need some as 3-inch squares and some as 2.5-inch squares. Because the 3-inch squares, you're gonna take some 3-inch squares of the background and 3-inch squares of the main fabrics, and you're going to put them together to make 2 at a time HSTs. Oh, awesome sauce, Melissa. I'll have to go look at that after the live stream, obviously. See, I love green. It's the color of money. I hope he will go in and out of it. Try not letting the water run. Just have water in the tub and just dip it on her. That's what I've been doing, Joyce JK, is I run the water and then I bring her in there and put her down in there and I stay right there with her. And I use my hand to bring the water up onto her instead of a cup or a bucket or anything like that. And she is just not happy. The moment she sees the bathtub, she freaks out. She's fine with walking in there, but in the bathroom, but the moment she knows you're giving her a bath, she's like petrified, like clinging to me, petrified.
Try getting in the tub with her.
I think I'm gonna try that, or maybe I've tried toys in the bathtub, some of her favorite toys. She does not care. And people that say dogs are food driven, she is not food driven whatsoever. Just putting it out there, she is not food driven at all. Let's see, now maybe put Luna in with one of the other pups till she gets used to it. I tried that, Joydy, multiple times, and it did not help her at all. She was not happy. She did not want anything to do with them. She wants nothing but to be out of that thing. I thought about trying the pool outside to see if she likes that. I know Chewy's gonna love it because he's like water crazy. That little boy would get in his water dish and lay down. I'm like, that is not your bathtub. Missy goes, oh my God, Florida Power is the color of baby diarrhea.
Thank you.
Okay, Jordy is asking, are we both doing the same pattern? Yes, we are. Completely different colorways. I'm going wild, bold, crazy. And Michelle is going toned down. Okay, so I need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares for each block of the background and the main color, or background and accent color. So we're going to start with this, 3-inch squares. We're going to make this first cut a little bit more so that way there I can square it up.
Good morning, hubby.
Hey, big brother. About time you got your booty out of that bed, boy.
Well, you know, they were partying next door to him, so he probably needed the sleep.
I think he was partying too, if I remember correctly from the chat.
Yeah, but that was earlier.
Yeah. He was busy going, woohoo, party! So we need 3-inch squares, which means I can cut, with this 12-inch long ruler, I can cut 4 of them. Let's see. Maybe buy a baby pool and fill it with 1 to 2 inches of water, twice in all 3 pots. That's an idea. Yes, Joe. He sits and first he starts off with his paws. He likes to give himself pedicures and manicures in his water dish. So just imagine how many times a day I had to change his water dish because the little boy is crazy. And then from there, Fraser, knock it off. Big bird. Big bird. Aw. Less than 1/4 of an inch away from having 2 squares, 2 more squares out of this.
Of course.
Mike goes, blame the tequila.
It's like when I cut the green, I had enough to get a 2.5 inch. When I cut the cream,
Auntie Patricia says, hit the thumbs
was all
up or
3.
someone is going to be knocking on their doors. You go get them, Auntie Patricia. I need 2.5-inch squares anyway, so I'm just going to turn this last one into 2.5 since I cannot get a full 3 out of it. Let's see. Hey, Rita, how you doing, sweetheart? Okay, so I have Big Brother. Look, I'm going wild and crazy on my colors today. Hello, Miss Laura. Y'all did not see nor hear that. Let's see. Vintage Joe goes, it's always tequila's fault. See, tequila stands for tequila. That one is cut. So, all that I need for this right here. Need 2.5, so let's start it. And I am using fat quarters, or in the case of the yellow, scraps. But all the rest of the fabrics, I'm using fat quarters. If you are using fat quarters, you would need like 6 fat quarters for the background, and 5 to 6 fat quarters for the other fabrics, depending upon how you want to do your colorway. Like me, I need 6 fat quarters. Michelle needs less than that because she's not doing as many various colors as I am. Hey, Annette says moving inside for breakfast, but I'll keep listening and watching. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Love those scrappy colors. They're actually not so much of being scrappy colors because of the fact that one of the print fabrics I'm using is ties all those colors together, which is 3 fat quarters that came in a fat quarter bundle. So this is going to be the center of each one of mine. And then these 2 are going to be strategically placed in the center on the outside borders of each block. And then these are going to be my accent colors to really make all those colors come together and pop. Yes, this is for the Robert Kaufman sew along. The pattern, if you try and type into the chat, exclamation pattern, it will drop the link for the free pattern. Or also, if you're watching on the replay, you can also go into the description box. I already have it posted in there as well. And I'm sorry if I'm talking loudly. I feel like I'm trying to talk over the bird. Yeah, you. Squawky McSquawkin. Mr. Squawky McSquawkin. Yeah, you. He just stopped and looked at me. Like, what?
You're crazy.
Huh?
He thinks you're crazy.
Oh, that's because I is. He goes, yes.
See?
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I love you too. And I'm half the time I want to choke you, but I love you. Let's see. So if I miss a comment that you guys post and you want me to see it or read it, then repost it. If I don't read it, repost it and do exclamation donnellsstitchery. So that way that really sticks out to me. Because sometimes in the chats it gets a little crazy and hard to read them all. Especially when you're in the middle of doing a project, it can get really difficult for the content creators to always catch everything. Let's see. You sound fine. Yay, yay, yay. How come I don't see the pattern? I don't know. Brian says, I'm not a fan of home fireworks. My neighbors do the same thing, and I like go see the professional ones away from my house. Yes.
The professional ones around here are a freaking joke. It's like
Jordy goes, not that I need another pattern.
5 minutes later, pew! It's like, what's the point? Like, get your act together or get out of town.
Jordy goes, not that I need another pattern, but I caught FOMO from Lisa. See, we're gonna cut this here like this. And if you guys have not noticed, I'm doing the yellow one first, the yellow accent color first on my pattern today. Let's see. Like sometimes I want to sit on my roof with the hose and squirt at them. Brian, you're hilarious.
Rita says, I love that pattern. So it means it is Donnell's fault that I have another project that is demanding that I do it. Ha ha ha. I love you, Donnell. Ha 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 ha.
Who is it that said that?
Rita.
Oh, I love you too.
Well, Donnell and I can blame it on Melissa because she's the one that showed the pattern to us.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I'm like, who's gonna find the next new pattern for us to do the so long? Because my goal is to keep doing so longs. Me and Michelle are both going to keep doing so longs. And I like doing the baby quilt. So that way there's always going to be something, either it comes as a baby quilt pattern or it's one I can convert to a baby quilt pattern. That's going to be beginner friendly or easy to show how to do. And it's always going to be free. Because my goal is to make up a bunch of baby quilts and then donate them at the end of the year. Eventually, I'm going to have to start trying quilting some of these.
I should have done like you and drawn this out.
It was the only way I could get it to make sense in my brain. Especially with all the different colors I was doing.
Right, mine's just 2 colors, but still.
Okay, do you need help with color placement?
No, I just need to count. Because I need HSTs.
So you need 4 3-inch squares and 4
Right. I'm just counting to double check myself with the picture as well as what I'm reading.
okay.
Because that's what makes sense to me. To just
You do
double
you,
check.
you, boo. Today is just all about cutting the fabric, pressing the fabric, and disgusting. And next Saturday, we'll be doing more of the focusing on the sewing. If I get some up here in a few moments now, I might start sewing or I might not. I might keep the sewing for next week.
Well, I've got enough to do like 1 block. So I'd like to kind of do that just to see what it's like.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I'll definitely have one done up before the next live stream. So that way there I can be able to show it off. Like, ooh, look how pretty. And if it comes together fast enough, I might wind up doing 2 of these as well, like I did the last one. Because, you know, little Miss Ambitious over here.
Right.
She getting all this ambition and everything, but then I keep forgetting also, I got to quilt these too. It's like, oh, look, squirrel.
Well, I didn't squirrel yesterday, that's for sure. I sat for too long working on those aprons because I got the 2 done and then got the other 2 cut out.
Yeah, I cannot believe how much me and you both got completed yesterday. It was so awesome.
If you need 8 per block, you could do the 8 at a time method and it would be faster. Probably, but I do good just following the directions without confusing myself.
Yeah, that's exactly how I wound up messing myself up.
I know me only
I
too well.
I tried that before, and I could not tell you how many times on the frame pinwheels I messed myself up. And it's because I was trying to do more than what I should have at one time. So I'm going to sew up enough of these to do up 1 block. See if I can't go ahead and sew up 1 block to show y'all, because I'm eager to see how this turns out. Because this has only been something I've only been thinking of in my head. I've not colored it out or nothing. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of the backgrounds.
It's just like most people, absolutely. No, Rita, you don't have to follow directions.
Why would you follow directions?
Right.
Where's the fun in following directions?
And it's not directions, it's destructions.
Right. Thank you for correcting me, Michelle. Don't know where my brain was at. So I am actually drawing a line, and yes, I'm using an ink pen. I'm drawing a line right down the center diagonally. I'm going to sew a 1/4 of an inch seam on both sides, and then I'll cut on the line, which is why I don't mind if I use an ink pen. And I'm drawing it onto my background fabric since it's lighter than the yellow that I'm using for this block.
And if you're like me, you can do it like this. So you get your perfect 1/4 inch, because I've got this little bitty ruler that shows me where my 1/4 inch is. Of course, I'm the idiot that I can actually cut, 16ths, 30 seconds, all that kind of stuff, because I grew up doing that.
My vision is nowhere near that good, so I would not be doing that. I'll do 8s, but I'm not going any smaller than 8s. Like la 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 la. Make sure my thing is on my 1/4.
Well, I guess it's because my dad growing up, he was always working with, the mechanics and the wood and all that. And I just never thought anything more about it.
Definitely. I mean, the more you have the exposure to it, the better. It's just personally myself. I never really had the exposure to it. I'm like, nope, 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 nope.
And Rita does like me with the 3 lines. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
If I want a guaranteed straight stitch, I will do straight line, do the lines and all the lines and cut. If I'm cutting it and I'm slightly off, I'm not worried about it. Because I'm like, if I can hide it in the 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, I'll just hide it. And I'm not even cutting my threads. I'm just going, woo, flipping it around, being wild and crazy. Not cut my threads, so I'm keeping it all webbed or chain pieced. Now I'm cutting. Quasar, you're an obnoxious little boy. Hello.
Quasar. Behave your silly self.
You got your brother over there all fussed up. Yes, you even got Sky over there all going all crazy. Yeah. He goes, yeah. Crazy bird. Crazy bird. Crazy bird. Crazy bird. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I've missed a lot of the chat here. Let's see. They're 13.5 by 13.5. Joe, what are directions? I don't follow. Rita, I am fine. This some PTSD. Lily, yes, I'm the forgotten barf. Let's make some noise. I do what Michelle does. Okay, me either. Janelle. I have a cheat sheet and multiple HSTs at a time. Phil, I'm going to need you to share that cheat sheet.
Right?
Right? Are you hogging the HST secrets?
But then again, I tend to follow the instructions exactly as they're written.
I'm not going to lie. It was too early to think.
What, you're supposed to think?
I was like, I would like to do more than one at a time, but it's just too early for all that stuff this morning. See, anything below 4-inch square, I have to use my Cricut to cut, or it is nowhere near accurate. Rita, that's good size. Thank you. Nothing like Borif of cops and mob wife to break a few rules. Oh, goodness gracious, Lily. The only time I do not use the 3 lines is if I make more than one HST at a time, such as 4 or 8 at a time. I saw a video where somebody was doing 32 at a time HSTs, and I'm thinking by the time you take to mark that off, you could have them done the regular way. It's a possibility. And I think who you're thinking of is probably Cherie. Because if I'm not mistaken, she did the calculations for that and everything all. And granted, her math was great on the way she did it and everything. However, me doing math, nope, that is just way too much algebra for me. Okay, I got my HSTs all made up for this block. Now I just got to press them. So we're going to put one block together, guys, on this live stream together. At least I am.
That's what I'm working on.
Okay. Once Michelle and I both get one block done, then we will end the live stream for today. So today's going to be a little bit longer. You think you could have yours done within a half an hour, Michelle?
Maybe.
Have you made up your HSTs yet?
I'm pressing them now.
Awesome sauce. We're both right on schedule because I'm pressing mine as well. Dang, girlfriend, we doing good.
Yeah, we are.
Can't forget the acorn pen.
I'm just using the clapper.
I don't got one, damn. I gotta have my guys find some hardwood and make me one.
Well, if they want to come down here, I got plenty of pecan wood they can grab.
I would love to have them do that. However, I don't think we have the time, PTO, and all the other goodness gracious stuff right now to be able to do that.
You could do a turn and burn on the weekend.
I could, but where's the fun in that?
Right?
If I come down to see you, there are so many people down there by you that would be so mad if I don't stop to see them too.
That would be Joydy, who's like an hour away from me. That would be Debbie, who's about 4 hours away from me.
Which then is also Judy.
And Mary, who's over in Tennessee.
Which then if I go to Tennessee, then I got to go see my brothers.
Although you'll be lucky if you can get through 40 without another stupid rock slide and flood. Considering they've only got.
I think we're just gonna have to take it the easier route, and everybody just have to come to your house.
Right? My house wouldn't hold everybody, but right?
Okay, I'm not crazy about yellow. I mean, unless it's like involving honeybees, obviously, or sunflowers or daisies.
My
That's the
kitchen.
only way. That's about like the only way I actually like yellow. But man, yellow together with this background fabric is so pretty.
My kitchen is yellow.
There's a house by me that has their entire house painted yellow. I'm like, ew.
Well, now mine is not in your face yellow. Mine is like a buttercream yellow.
Yeah, this house is like bright, all up in your grill yellow.
That house should be in Florida, not up there.
I'm like, what were you thinking?
Because those bright wild colors are Florida colors.
Yeah, I'm like, I could see yellow as like a beautiful accent color. Not all up in your grill color. Unless it's like a soft yellow.
Near the one hospital, there was literally a house that was painted pink. And it was around the time that, John Cougar Mellencamp put out little pink houses. And every time I saw that house, that's all I thought about.
Oh, nice. My big brother goes, clap on.
Yeah, I just got my
Rita says I had to look in the cheat sheet. I have make 4 or 8, but it is from Stitch Obsessed. Oh, okay. Jenny Dawn is the first person I saw do 8 at a time. Yeah. I will drive up. Mitzi says, I am so into yellow lately. I like yellow. I just don't like yellow, like all up in your grill yellow. So this block is going to be pushing it for me because it's like, hey, Auntie Eva. So this yellow is going to be really pushing it for me because, yeah, it's more than what I'm used to. So now I am laying my pieces out.
I'm just trimming dog ears.
I did that as I was trimming my block. As I was
I'm not that good because I will cut too far if I do that.
Yeah, I've got a system down pat where I can actually cut into like where I can actually like cut the
Yeah, that.
yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. We're just gonna end it there because I don't know what I was saying.
I understand.
Glad somebody does because I do not. I'm like da 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 da. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty. Let's see. Hey Tasha, how you doing, honey? Okay, then we have background.
I swear it would help if you grabbed the right size blocks, Michelle.
Maybe a little bit.
Lord have mercy.
You got this,
I was like,
girlie.
why are these not fitting together? Oh my word.
Are you trying to fit the 2.5s to the 3s?
I am.
You ding dong.
Right? I mean, if you're gonna do it, why not just do it?
Okay, so I have my block laid out. Should I show it to everybody now or should I wait until I get it sewn?
That's up to you.
Should I make them wait? I think I'll be a stinker and make them all wait in agony. So we can put this stuff all down here. Okay, see, I am fine with it just rains and is now cooler. Eva, a bolt, Mike, a package, Eva, how sweet. Everybody's talking about other stuff. See. Rita goes, I want to see it now. No, waiting. No, I can't handle that. Eva goes, show, please. Okay, since Auntie Eva says please. Oh, Giovanna says she loves your hair like that, Michelle.
Thank you. It's just however it comes out whenever I throw it up.
Auntie Patricia goes, Danelle, don't be a brat. All right, guys. There it is. Look how gorgeous this is. Excuse my mess over here. Look how absolutely beautiful this is. See you later, Joydy says, jumping over to Russ to share the love. See you in the chat. So I love how this is coming out. This is going to be so beautiful. So this background color is going to be the background for every one of my blocks. And then each one is going to have a various, either the yellow, the orange, the dark blue, or the teal color. This pollen mess right here. This is stuff that is in the process. Thank you, guys. Rita says, wow, I love it. Awesome. Beautiful. Danelle, wow, that is cute. That is so awesome. Some kid is going to love it, right? And I had to make the first one with this super cute little orange T-Rex. Then we got the planets and we got the stripes. And I'm going to rotate these between the blocks. So some will have the planets here, some will have the stripes here. So that way they're not all touchy-touchy. Yes, I'm using the same background for every one, and then the same print will be in the center of each one. And then the stripes will be on these two pieces here. Some will be on the centers here, some will be in the centers here. And then there'll be a different color. And I'm pulling the colors from these fat quarters here, which will be my accent colors. So that way there really gives it a pop. But yes, the background pieces here will be the same in every one of them. So that way there it ties them all together. Oh, it's definitely a creation in progress. And this is a huge, this mess that I have going on over here, guys, is a huge, huge, like, so much better than what it was. Because I have been, Michelle and Melissa have been really trying, working me to death. I'm blaming them for my neatness. Because thanks to them, they've been keeping me busy and so we do a lot of Zooms together, especially Michelle and I almost daily. And so sitting here, it always makes me feel like I need to be doing something.
Well, that leak you had helped some.
Huh?
Said that leak that you had helped some.
Yeah, because I threw a lot of stuff out, unfortunately. But I took three grocery bags of stuff out of my room that day. It was sad, but at the same time, I'm glad because it forced me to clean up everything over there, which I was working my way towards. I just hadn't gotten that far yet until then. So if I close my eyes, then the flower blocks are done and I can start this one, right? Yes. Go la, 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 la. I know, see you. And if you look here at the background fabric, and this fabric, this is actually very close to the teal color on here. but it's more of a chalkiness to it. So with me using 4 different accent colors, we got the dark blue, the bright teal, the orange, and the yellow. I'll do 4 of each of the colors, accent colors, and then that way it's nice and evenly spread it out. Had to make sure I just didn't turn myself around when I picked that up. You see, it would have been bad.
That's what I just had to do. It's like, wait a minute. Let me double check this picture before I go and sew.
Uh-huh. Hey, yo, Patty G. Yes, sir, big brother. He said, when God purges for you. Yes. Yeah, I walked in my room. What was that, last weekend, Michelle? When I had
I
that
think
flood?
so.
I walked in here and all of a sudden there was just like big, huge pile of water over there. I'm like, what the world? Thankfully, it did not get in my machines that were sitting on the floor. Especially since one had just came back from the spa. I have a large yardage with the almost same strip, except the one I have, the lines are more of a slight wave. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I got this as a fat quarter bundle from Joann Fabrics. I wish I would have gotten more, like 2 of the fat quarter bundles, and I wish I would know what I did with the other fabrics that were in that bundle because I don't even remember what they look like. What the flood in my room? Is that what you're referring to, Melissa? I think it's during the time. Yeah, it was during the time span that you and Mike both were MIA for a bit, and it was just me and Melissa. Me and Michelle hanging out. Has anybody seen or heard from Janet lately? I've not seen her around in a bit. Last I seen her from her, she was moving into her parents' house because she was taking over her parents' house because her parents were moving into a assisted living community. But I've not seen or heard from her in like a week. So you throw away fabrics, you didn't wash them? I threw away the stuff. It wasn't so much fabric, it was stuff I was not going to be used that was messed up and everything. Or like small bits that I knew that if I washed it, it would be destroyed. But I did also take a large bag downstairs to wash, and those have already been washed. It was just mainly papers, like some paper patterns and cardboard and stuff like that that I had over there for different things that had to be thrown away. So I was very bummed about. But it was not fabric that I threw away, unless it was like too tiny pieces where it's like it wasn't worth trying to wash because it would just mess it up. Aw, T-Rex just lost the front of his face.
Now he can't breathe.
It's gonna be the safest T-Rex ever in life. He can't eat you now.
That's okay. The one I made my grandson, my great grandson, he only had upper teeth, so he'd have had an issue with trying to eat.
I wonder now, I have some fabric that has chickens on it. Some has dark blue background and others have a dark maroon. That would make a great way of using that. Then add colors from what is in there. Definitely. Yes. Another thing you could also do is if you want to, if it's like a larger print and you want to be able to use a larger print, you can just increase the size of these pieces. So like say instead of 2.5, you could do like say a 3 or a 5. I mean, that would be one way of being able to do it and still being able to use your larger prints as well. Holy smokies. Melissa said that they either just had an earthquake or there was an explosion close by. Vintage Joe goes, more fat quarters? Yes, please. Keep me posted on what it was, Melissa. Giovanna, we always need more fabric. Giovanna's telling Rita, you don't need more fabric. Yes, she does. We always need more fabric. So how are you coming along over there, Michelle?
Does this give you a hint?
Uh-oh. That's not the hint we like.
Right?
Why is he coming out? Who authorized this?
I have no clue.
Mike, did you authorize that? Ooh, Rita's going to increase the size to a 5-inch. That would be gorgeous. Yeah, you could even use, like, say, charm packs to do this. But then you got to remember when you sew the HSTs, you're going to wind up with a 4.5 instead of a 5. Hey, Patty. Patty C, I transferred a package to you of the pattern that you want on one of my things, but the address I have for you is not correct. Can you email me your address, please, so I can send that back out to you? And tomorrow during my live stream, I will be doing the drawing of the from my latest video. So, and that would be to win a pattern as well. A Villa Rosa Designs pattern. Let's see, morning quilty people, she says. Hope all is well, Melissa. Let's see. Melissa says
Melissa,
it's
go
just a
check out
house.
Melissa, check out the USGS website and see what it says, because that's where you get your earthquake info.
Yeah, my guy said already checked that. He says USGS says no, Melissa.
Well, then quit blowing things up down there.
Hey, Melissa has went silent in the chat. Hey, Cherie. No worries at all, Patty. See, I didn't know how to reach out to you, so I'm like, I need to just wait for you to pop back in. So I've been holding it for you. Fraser, if you do not stop, you're going to wind up being lunch. Consider this your fair warning. He knows his mama is full of snot.
Yep.
Melissa said it happened because I'm showing.
Yeah, because she hadn't sewed in what, a week?
I think maybe 2 weeks. Might ghost lunch. That's what Quasar said too. He's like, yeah, whatever, crazy lady. Honey, I don't know how Quasar got out the window. Let's see. Goodness, I just realized something. I was live yesterday between 2 channels for 12 hours. Well, I am really awake now. Oh no. Yep, Melissa said it'd been 2 weeks. Let's see. What did I have on my post-it here? Oh, I actually put that the giveaway was today. Okay, well, I guess, you know, I say we need to go ahead and do the giveaway then. Let's see. Let me get this set up and then I was, oh crap. I don't do. Let's see. Yeah, we could do that. So we're going to do the giveaway today. Okay, we had 10 comments. So let me get back over to this and we are going to share the screen. Come back here. Okay. Hey, can everybody see the screen? Michelle, can you see? Chat, can you see?
I'm not seeing anybody saying if they can see it or not. Let me grab my mouse and scoot over here. Yes, you can see it on the live.
Okay, cool. Let me lower that down. So this is from my recorded video from this past Sunday. Next weekend, I'll be posting another video. So the winner is of this pattern right here, the Villa Rosa pattern, well seasoned by Heidi Cook for Villa Rosa Designs. The winner is Laura Sapp.
Yay, Laura!
Her comment was, "You're going to be very busy. I love all your plans. You can't wait to watch." Congratulations, Laura. I will get this out to the mail for you. As soon as I find my ink pen and write down your name on the sticker. See. Laura, stop. I already got your email. I already got your mailing address, so you do not need to email me. Congratulations, Chicky. Let's see. You are so welcome. Alrighty, so put that back over there. Now we're going to continue sewing. Just happened, I looked at my thing. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't remember what date I put on there that I was going to do the drawing. And then noticed it said today's date. I'm like, oh, I had to do the drawing because I promised it today. I love those random comment pickers because it makes it so easy. I don't have to do it, draw it out of a bag or write down the stuff and everything. So. Okay, so I got all my pieces sewn into rows. Now it's time for me to press and then sew my rows together. Aw, I'm so happy, Laura. She said that just made her day. Now I will be pinning because I want all my pieces to stay straight.
Even pinning mine does not come out straight because my cutting is so horrible.
Well, for me, it's just not so much a straight, but I want my seams to match up. So,
Well,
especially since I have so many different colors going on in this. So,
yeah,
and
because
it's my,
that's
huh?
not working out for me at all.
I Sally.
It never does. It
Maybe
is
you
what
just
it
gotta
is.
pray for the grace of God some more.
It is what it is.
Praise for some help from the fabric God. The fabric fairies to come line it up for you.
I really just need an AccuQuilt that can cut for me.
Yeah, I have an AccuQuilt, and believe it or not, I actually did not even use it on this.
Yeah. Oh, one of the two lines first, stuff, and then I'll let you.
Let's see. Oh, Laura says, now you know what I have been dealing with, and this is a wonderful surprise. Yes, girl. I'm glad I could brighten your day. Joe goes, there's a fabric fairy? I don't know, but I'm hoping. I think that's how my fabrics keep populating in here.
Don't mind me. My husband wants some Dunkin'.
Oh, you girl, you're fun. As long as you're sharing. If you're not sharing, then we're going to have a discussion.
Well, he wants a bagel with cream cheese and extra cream cheese and 2 donuts that he doesn't need. And
That sounds like a lot.
right, so I might as well order me something.
I'm like, I was good with just a bagel with cream cheese and extra cream cheese, but I mean, and the donuts.
All right.
Oh, and I will be creating a video tutorial on how I use my EPP hexagon template that I created. Technically my son created. So that tutorial will be getting created this weekend, hopefully today, and posted. So stay tuned for that. If not today, then tomorrow. As well as the website link for my website that I have now. See, definitely. Okay. Sounds like WWE puppy version is taking place in my front room right now.
And it sounds like Buddy and Quasar are having their own personal Zoom again.
Oh, Buddy's in on it too.
Yep.
Buddy, you're not supposed to be encouraging, honey.
You hear that, Buddy? Yeah. He looked at me and said, chirp. Or maybe it was squawk.
Crazy kooky birdies. Got all 96 of my HST sewn now to cut apart and square up. Awesome. WWE is always in my entire house. Girl, yes. See, it is lately since we got the puppies. They go crazy.
It's occasional here when my cats decide that they need to have a wrestling match.
And it's so funny because now they've all learned, well, Luna and Pitsy have learned how to jump across from couch to couch. So when we had them out and all up on the couches, they're doing it there now too.
How fun.
I'm like, excuse me, ladies. They're supposed to be acting like ladies, not wild hoodlums,
Nope. Wild hoodlums it is.
right? Crazy animals. Andrea goes, I am determined to get this quilt done today. I have been sick all week. Today is the first day I could see straight and not shaking. Oh, wow, girl. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better.
Definitely feeling better.
Yes, Melissa, did you figure out what the boom was?
Oh, a 2.2 in South Carolina. Was it Linland? I
Yeah, but
didn't
she's
feel
in Georgia.
so. I feel them when they're over in Tennessee. I feel them when they're up in Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Well, you got to
That's
think when the earth
crazy.
moves, it moves, and you're going to feel it all over.
That is crazy. I did not think that like one state would feel it from another state.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
I mean, my husband got to feel one a couple weeks back when the one in Tennessee happened. And that was the first one he's felt. I'm like, I felt several here. What are you talking about?
But you remember, a lot of times he's on the road too. So,
And he goes to California and he's never felt one there either. I'm like, what the heck?
okay, I got no explanation for that.
Hey, Gladys.
Gladys, how you doing, honey? Melissa says, I would take you two to South Carolina twice a week. I'm about 10 minutes from the South Carolina border. Oh, wow. So according to the directions, you need at least 18 fat quarters. Is that correct? So that is if you're going to do the 62 by the measurements of the quilt. I think it's 62 by 72, I think it is. So if you're going to do that big, that size of quilt that it's given the measurements and everything for it, then yes. I am doing I believe 6 fat quarters for the 6 background fat quarters and 6 of the other fat quarters. So I'm doing 12 fat quarters. Gladys says she had glaucoma surgery this past Thursday and she's recovering. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. And I hope they got the issue resolved with it. Because glaucoma is not something you play around with. Quasar, you're a horrible
But it's
co-star.
done.
Awesome sauce. I'm about to stitch my last piece on right now. Or my last row.
And I've got a couple pieces. I stitched this one on wrong, so I got to go back and fix that one too.
Which
What
one?
the heck?
I didn't even notice. A quick
Yeah,
glance.
it's that second row. I got it backwards.
Ah, poopykins.
Yeah, see this row right here is backwards.
Oh, yeah, you turned it upside down.
I did. I
I didn't even notice it when you first held it up.
I didn't notice it until I held it up.
You're like, wait a minute, that's not right.
And sometimes that's all it takes is holding it up to see it like that.
Uh-huh. So I am stitching my last row on right now. And again, I've also been doing a lot more talking too. I may have been jabbing my jaws a little. Just a ittle bitty baby mount. Are all your blocks gonna be that same color?
Should be.
Cool, cool. Are you doing baby size?
Yes. I don't like bigger quilts. They don't fit through my machine well.
The biggest quilt size I like doing is a lap size. I will go up to a twin, but anything larger than that, I really don't like doing anymore. Because to me, they're just not fun, and I don't like how long they take either. Quasar, you're a notches little pain in the bird.
A pain in the bird, huh?
Yep, pain in the bird. That's my new way of saying it without saying anything bad on here. Pain in the
Right?
bird. I prefer doing the California king size quilts. So many challenge lately is making them lap size. Oh, wow. Hey, that you can have it. I don't like doing it because I do the the quilting myself. And if it is too large of a quilt, then I gotta send it out to be quilted, which means then I gotta pay for that. Melissa goes, pain in the tail feathers. Yes, girlfriend. I'm doing one last bit of pressing. Set it up here on this here so I can take a measurement to see how big we are. Okay, so I would have to trim mine down, well, square it up. So mine will wind up being 10 and 15, 10 and a quarter instead of 10 and a half. But everybody could wind up being different because everybody shows different. But here is mine. I love how this came out. Michelle,
That's gorgeous.
cannot wait until I get them all done. It's gonna be so bright and beautiful and colorful. And the background I'm using is really going to help tone all that brightness down so it's not so overwhelming. Let's see. So all in one color works also well. I like the idea of making the block same color and just have different colors of each block. Then bring it together with the same background. Yes, girl. Yes, I remember Jabber Jaws the shark. I'm doing mine for a Quilt of Valor quilt, which is 60 by 80. So we'll have to make a few adjustments, but it is doable. It's very doable. I do my own quilting, not sending it to anyone. Oh, wow. That's very ambitious. Love that. Very pretty, Danelle. Ooh, pretty. Very nice. I love it, Danelle. Love it, love it, lovely. Oh, very pretty. Joe, how is that boy cat friend? Let's see. Beautiful baby girl. Love the colors. Thank you. So, this is what we have so far. And I'm going to hang mine right here for now. Oh, that is bright up against the orange.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God. Oh, my eyes. Okay, guys. So I am done. Michelle, how are you coming along? Are you flopping yours around real quick?
Yeah, I had to take both rows off so that I could swap 2 blocks.
You can just flop that row upside down?
Nope. Because
Oh, man.
I sewed the 2 end pieces on wrong.
Oh, no. You too, big brother. Have an amazing weekend. Tomorrow I will be live at 10 a.m. doing my EPP. And we are just going to hang out here for a few moments to wait for Michelle to show hers. Actually, I'm going to unpin mine from up here because, for one, that's bothering my eyes looking up there at it. Like that. And then when Michelle gets done, we will show both of ours at the same time so that way there you guys could be able to see the difference between hers as doing 2 color scheme and mine being like wild and crazy colors. So I am going to have move my camera down to the desktop here, which y'all are now looking up at the ceiling. Sorry about all the movement. There we go. See if I can't get this in frame just perfectly here. So there is mine. Which for whatever reason, there we go. Oh, it's because the angle I had the camera at. There we go. Now it looks nice and straight for you guys. Let's see. And I don't know how in the world I managed to get mine all sewn directionally correct, besides the fact of laying them down, stitch them, and then laying them right back down.
That's what I did, and then I still screwed it up. And it says, gotta get going, need to leave here by 9 a.m. No worries, have fun. Yeah, me too, Melissa. I really love it of how it's turning out and everything. It's kind of, I envision these fabric placements and everything based all in my head, and I love how it is actually came about. And I wasn't for sure what I was going to do here, of whether I was going to do different colors, solid colors, or do the background, and I decided at last minute to do the background on these pieces. If you want to go ahead and end, go ahead. I'm having issues.
Are you sure?
Yep. I'm just having all kinds of issues over here.
Okay, so later on, once you get it all figured out and get it put together properly and everything, send me a picture and I will show it tomorrow on my live stream.
I mean, my seams were literally like a ½ inch off. It's like, yeah, this is not going to work.
Oops. But okie dokie, I would talk to everybody later then. You guys make sure you come back tomorrow morning I'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will be doing some handwork with our EPP this week. And yeah, so, and then next week I will have my update video. Next Wednesday, we'll be working on the chain link some more. And I'm hoping to have a whole nother row done, which is 2 more blocks, but we'll see, because during the week it's hard, especially with me working so much overtime. And woosah, woosah, Michelle, woosah,
I'm done.
woosah.
That is not the quilt for me. I'm done.
Worst case scenario, you can hang out and read chat for me while I work.
Nothing was lining up. I'm done.
I sorry, girlie.
It's okay.
Hey, you beat the barrister block. You're gonna let this one win.
That barrister block is going in the garbage too, because it ain't going in the quilt.
Melissa, get that wet noodle, girlfriend. This one might require both of us getting the wet noodle after Michelle. We are not letting her give up.
I will
Okay.
start over, but that one is not worth it. I'm tearing into the fabric because it's been pressed and everything else, and it's just, I'm done.
Did you see what Melissa put?
Yeah,
Have a Jolly Rancher.
I don't have any.
She's gonna need a Snickers for this one.
I'm gonna need something. But I will. I'll start over.
Yeah.
That one's frustrating me because it's starting to tear into the fabric now after having been pressed and everything, and it's like, nope, not
Honey,
doing
it's just because you're on camera.
Probably. And so it's time to walk away. That one
Yes.
goes in the garbage, and I'll just remake a new one.
Yeah.
I know when it's time to walk away.
Good. As soon as I seen you throw something, I'm like, uh-oh. Okie
I know
dokie, guys.
my limits.
Okie dokie, guys. We are going to go ahead and end this one here today. And I hope everybody has an amazing day. Make sure you come back and hang out with me tomorrow morning. And I love you all. And if you get on about, stay safe, stay hydrated, and smile. Because you never know whose day you can change from a simple gesture of a true smile from the heart. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Let's see.